off immediately.
No, that was not that was not purpose.
Sorry.
Wiki took my video off. She
Oh,
stopped it for me.
All right.
You didn't spotlight me. You took my video.
Okay. So Wiki,
sorry.
And
yeah.
I can't turn it on myself.
Yeah, I've
could do
just
it.
sent you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So you
Spotlight video. Yeah. Okay.
Voila.
That it?
Yep. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. Super. Okay.
I have a quick question on spotlighting. So for instance, if there is an issue with bandwidth or whatever, and the person on spotlight cannot show the video, do we have a backup slide maybe or something in the background, or that's okay, we can leave it with the name, but it would be black,
I think with the name, adding any more slides and anything, we're just chasing videos and slides as it is. I think that kind of yeah. So maybe we could take us off a spotlight. It's okay. I mean, we're all happy to look at your pretty glasses and your nice smiling face. I'll leave that to Wiki. And Dirk,
Okay.
I have no ability to share my screen anymore.
You don't, because you're not a co-host. But let me just you gave up the
I gave you
things.
host.
You gave me host and you gave me all the powers, but see how this works. So I am actually just going to check my settings and make sure that all participants can share in this meeting, but that's not something we would want in all meetings. But yeah,
We just
here
want
you
to,
go.
Thank you so much.
But if the person can't, if their camera is bad or they have bad bandwidth, we should just turn off their camera and we will get their name in the spotlight for everyone.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
Zoom sorts that out for us.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of people in here that will shut videos off. And so so Elaine, it's a really good question. So if the bandwidth's really rough, we're going to shut people's video off and we'll have only the speaker on. Okay. If that does happen, we'll try and take care. I know I'm going to be off of video the whole time because I won't be here because I'll be with our moderators.
Sure.
Perhaps.
I think my question would be, my question is, if for instance, it's the speaker who has a weak internet, so I was just thinking if there's a way that we can show something else so the audience sees something else rather than just the name on the screen. But if not, that's fine.
I honestly, it's we can take it back, but I honestly, there's just been so many moving parts. And if we were a professional production team, we would, but we're just a group of volunteers. And so we have to kind of.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. No, just checking. No problem.
No.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. I'd love to make it polished. It's our first large digital event, and we never expected to get this many. You're part of the core team. I mean, did you expect us to have this show like this? I didn't. I thought it was going to be 10 panels. I had no clue that I was going to be soaking up a couple of weeks of my time. But here we are.
That's okay. Yeah.
But what I am super excited about is all these volunteers here who are here to help us make that happen. So let's make it as nice as possible. Okay. I am aware that
I have one small question. Sorry to disturb. I thought I was doing the Slido moderation for this.
You are.
Session.
You are. I'm coming over there with you.
Oh, okay.
Because you're doing English. It's an opening panel. I think you're going to get walloped. I think there's going to be lots of people asking questions. The majority of people who've registered are English.
Yeah.
So we need a couple English, couple of French, couple of Spanish.
Okay. I just got confused because you wrote down Hamed. But then it's good.
No. Hamed is doing this. He's doing the Slido poll.
Oh, okay.
He's doing the poll. You're doing moderation. There's a difference because he's the one who's going to hit the button when it goes from red to green.
Yeah.
And it plays the Slido poll. He's going to be doing that.
So, I thought I had to do that as well. But then that's good for me to know.
Yeah. No. That's because I'm going to need you in the English section pulling out questions because I think it's going to be really busy. Okay. But yeah, for this particular one, I think you and I are going to be over there and we might get a couple more people to help us as we go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just, I was telling people on another event, I was on an event where there was 25,000 people for Singularity University. It was very loud. Okay. Even 100 people at the Red Cross is very loud in terms of talking and chat. So we have to have a couple of eyeballs there. Okay. Which is why I've asked some people to come in here so that we can share and make this possible together. So I'm really glad that we have quite a few volunteers here too, which is really cool.
Nice.
Okay. And so we have another Slido poll here. And so this is Hamed again. He's going to work with us. And so for Elaine, we've added you and everybody here for this particular one session. Okay. There's a WhatsApp group, which I'm going to paste in. Okay. It's really important that everybody who's doing the opening session is in this WhatsApp group. So I'm going to paste it in here and we're going to cross-reference it. But since we're all in this chat together, it makes it so much easier. Okay. So here we go.
Thanks, Heather.
No problem.
Just to note, so we'll be using this WhatsApp group where I understand the questions from the audience will be coming in, right?
We will do our best.
Okay.
And so your job is to filter those, okay?
Right. And then
So-
just to say that we have a separate channel with me and Tessa and the moderator,
Good.
just to feed the questions that we selected.
Good,
so that we
good.
can-
You want to have 2 or 3 levels. I can tell you right now, you're going to have 2 or 3 people from different languages there. Okay. We're overstaffing this just in case. Okay. We're doing our best. I would like to have a little bit more, to be honest. So we're doing our best with what we have. If I require help, I'll go find it. Which is why, like for this particular one, I'm trying to move from the room here. So Espen might be in here and I'll be with moderators, okay?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks so
just
much.
to make
Heather.
sure, and yeah, and that way you've got a lot of people doing different things in the room. And then you have a lot of people who've done this a long time, right? So,
Okay.
I mean, the Kenya Red Cross has been running regular events, so they're pretty good at that, friends. And then also as well at Swedish Red Cross and everybody else has been learning really well, okay? So,
Can I ask a question on the Slido, or are we going to that?
yeah. Yep.
Okay. So just to clarify, the audience will be seeing on their screen on one side the video stream, and then the poll or the Q&A box on the side, right?
They're going to
So
see
they
it right
won't-
here.
Yeah,
So think
exactly.
that this is your face or somebody else, Francesco Roscoe's face.
Mhm.
They're going to see everything in this little sidebar. You can
Okay.
actually download the Slido app too, and then just figure the session. So you see how there's like Dev 001, the session name, you can see it coming up too. So you can do it from your
Okay.
phone. You can also upvote questions. So for us, for Anne and myself and whoever else is on, and Fred, whoever else is on moderation in Slido, we're literally just going to copy and paste. So if I could just be so
Okay.
bold, I used somebody as a victim earlier. Okay. So this is me. I need to make somebody admin. Yeah, I'll do that soon. Okay. Here, I was doing a test here with somebody. Okay. So we were showing them how to just copy and paste from Slido. Okay. So here's Slido. There's questions coming in. I'll go back from French. I'm sorry, I'm doing this really fast because I just want to show Elaine. Okay. Live polls, get rid of this. Okay, so we've been doing testing all day. Okay, so let's say somebody says, what do you feel? This is Karina's question from the closing session. They're just going to go into the opening session, which is somewhere here among all my friends. You're welcome. Look, I do have a personal life sometimes. No one's laughing, as they should not.
No, I am actually.
I'm just like, oh, look, they're all coworkers. Yeah, I have no clue where the opening session is. Here we go. That's because I haven't spammed you guys yet here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna work in here. Okay. So you can see there's a lot of us here already. It'd be helpful for the people who are there to put your name after your phone number. If possible. Otherwise, just identify yourself, okay? Or what I sometimes do, if there's a lot of people and I'm new to the WhatsApp group, I just say, Heather, English, like this, okay?
Okay. So the moderator will just say, so the questions that we have in the production sheet, that will
Yep.
be put up
Yes.
on the, okay.
Yes.
And then the moderator can just signal by saying, we posted these questions on the side.
And then
that.
Hamed's gonna hit a button.
Okay.
He's gonna hit a button, okay? He's just gonna, you have to cue him and he will hit the button when you want the questions to go live, okay?
Okay.
And
Okay,
that's
good.
why we need the runtime schedule to be super clear, because that
Okay.
helps us to know when you want us to do things. And so you've really done that really well. And I know we've really come at you with a lot of questions. And again, we're just trying to make sure that it looks really in the front, that it looks really flows. But, you know, Lori is great, I'm sure. And all of us, if something goes awry, just smile and just move on, right?
She said she's very relaxed, so I'm
Yeah.
happy about that.
Honestly, it's
Um,
about the content. And if the tech goes wrong, just get the tech out of it and move on. That's my, I know that sounds terrible as somebody who's worked in tech my whole life. If you can minimize the tech in order to maximize the human, it makes it so much better for everybody.
So final question on the Slido. So on the results as they are showing, so I put the question there. Can we show it on the stream or on the
We'll
site?
do our best. We'll
Okay.
do our best. Somebody says they're testing it, so let's just play
Okay.
this one here. Okay, so I'm playing this one. I've stopped it. I'm gonna click on the results. View results. Okay,
Okay.
so you can see that people would have to, like, you'd have to get somebody to download it, take a screenshot, and then upload it. Okay.
Okay.
So there's a couple of steps. So you don't want to do that immediately. And so I've left that with the tech team to tell me. So what I've told other panelists is as follows. If we do run into problems and we can't show the word cloud, what we'll do is we'll paste a bunch of this stuff in Slack, sorry, in the other channel to let you know what people think the priority is, okay? I've asked somebody to fix that, but generally we need to have multiple steps, okay? And so I don't want you guys to see this whole screen with all those humans on there, okay?
Okay.
I'm just
that's
showing
good.
you, yeah. So just, we're trying to minimize it. So we'll see how we figure it out. There's a few of us who are going to be working on that tonight to make sure
Okay.
that it's seamless for you. And if we come back and say, listen, we can't show the word code, we will tell you what's up.
Okay.
It's really important for your panel links. I know we're going to switch to Tessa really soon, but first we're going to ask for questions. Any updates and changes from you and anybody else and questions about this panel needs to happen in WhatsApp. I have 1,000 emails. I can't even. So the thing I can do is just to push people for each session to WhatsApp, unless there's a house burning and somebody's canceled, in which you talk to Sean, okay? Just to say that in terms of that, because during the event, you're not going to see me here. I might join the room at the front because it's the start of the event, and then I'm going to move over to the other session, okay? To the Slido, just to help out over there. So what questions does everybody have for me before we move on to Tessa's? We're just doing a quick tech run through. I know it's so much information. So with that, maybe we can go on to it. And I know some people are